Yes, it's a good thing to receive, y'all. One thing what we've been doing is a lot of us as light beings, as light workers, we do a lot of doing, you know, we do a lot of giving, you know. And one thing that I've come to recognize is the balance between the giving and receiving. This man just gave his heart, his divine presence. And the least he can, receive is a little bit of gratitude and frequency from this here crowd. So thank you for giving. You know, we're taking all this in. You know, that it's to have that reciprocal, or what they would call the alchemical symbiotic, you know, synergy. You know, and that's been actually one of, just to be vulnerable real quick, that's been actually one of my things that I've been learning, is to learn and accept and receive, and so one of the practices that I've adopted, is because the spirit source always is trying to give us things, always giving us things, and sometimes we may say, no, I'm okay, I don't need any help, or no, I got enough of this, and no, thank you, so what we are doing is we are cutting off that reciprocal, that flow of source, and then whenever we say no, it's like, no, I'm good, then source is like, hey, I'm just gonna go somewhere else, give it all over here, so that practice that I decided to add to my repertoire of practices, along with meditation and yoga and things, is whenever somebody gives me a gift, it might be, for example, Jim Beam. I don't even drink for 5 years now, but guess what? Am I gonna reject that gift of Jim Beam, the alcoholic presence that I no longer ingest? Yes, I will accept it. I accept your Jim Beam, I accept your gift, and I return it back to you. I'm allowing that complete circle to continue. Right? I'm not saying no to source, because if I'm looking at you, regardless of what you're offering me or not, I see source. That's what I see. So by me saying no, I'm saying no to source. So I say yes to source, and I give it back to you. So now it becomes a double whammy. Not only have I received, now I've given too. And I gave them the opportunity to give, which is, if giving is a great feeling, say I. When we are giving the opportunity to those individuals to give, we are giving them a feeling that we can't take that back. That's a priceless feeling. Nobody can pay for that feeling. So just to share, one of the reasons why I kind of brought that frequency to the stage, so we can have that remembrance of the give and take, the constant giving and receiving, and allowing that flow to flow.
Grateful.
So I've been guided to, because this is a Unify Fest, and I'm being guided to share this poem with y'all. And it's called Remember. Like I said yesterday, I'm not here teaching or preaching anything that you don't already know. I'm just simply reminding. I'm a reminding force, here to share what I've come across, and that's it, my story. And that's an opportunity we all have, and I encourage all of us to do it. So I'm simply sharing this to remind. Poem's called Remember. What am I here to do? I'm here to speak the truth. I go inside to the true school. I listen to the voice and relearn the rules. How to utilize my own God-given tools. Then remember, I am a unique droplet, yet in the same pool. Remember, I am one, and I choose to live in unison, with less friction, so there's no need for police and politician. I choose love as my religion, uniting all Muslims, Jews, Buddhists, Hindus, and Christian, African, Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic, and Asian, all united as one. I'm not quitting until the job is done. Until we are all living together, having fun, all utilizing our skills and talents for one mission, to live in a new position where there's no more competition. peace, love, and unity is the message and the vision. I choose to turn off my tell lie vision, to tune inside myself and begin to listen. Remember, I am God in the flesh that has now risen. Whether I am Muslim, Jew, Buddhist, Hindu, or Christian. Or wicked. Yes. Yes. Remember, y'all. Simple remembrance. Remembering what is my greatest passion. Remembering what is it that my puzzle piece is here to do. Remembering that my voice is the greatest tool for activation. What I see here is I see 5D living. 5D consciousness right here.
I hope.
That frequency of consciousness is the frequency of unconditional love. That is the frequency that I have brought here today. That we witness here today in these past couple days. That I've been witnessing at these various conscious festivals. You know, with these different conscious communities and villages and stuff. You know, so we experiencing this, that unconditional acceptance, that unconditional love, that radical expression. This is 5D living. We now, as Okaloka said, we now can bridge this heaven, this 5D living, this unconditional love with the 3D. If you're willing to bridge heaven on earth, say I.
Ah.
Not some heaven in the sky. This heaven is here now.
Yes. Yes.
Going back to that one word, one can choose to live in it. It only takes a choice. You know, and that other thing they said, one must be as a child. Willing to play, willing to be as a child. Knowing that he is divine presence. And I am divine presence in all beings. Knowing this. So, those of you who were here earlier that decided to declare to love unconditionally all life, I ask you this request. It is now the 25th. I would like to see how long it takes for this declaration to go viral. But by saying that, I mean, even if it's posting on your Facebook, hey, I declare to love all life unconditionally. Who's with me?
I am.
Right? Just making that declaration and showing your friends, hey, I declare this. You can too. Right? Going to the medias, going to the corporations, to the people you know who may be able to influence millions and millions of people. Say, hey, yo, there's a new declaration of this earth, and it's called unconditional love. Beyond what we may have been taught. So this is a request for me that I'm being guided to share. I would like to see how long it takes. Because we're just beginning. This is the first time I've ever declared this, or ever put this frequency out. It's in my book, it's in the card that I've been giving out, the pamphlets and such. But this is the first time that I've ever had the courage and to actually share what the downloads have been coming in of this unconditional love frequency. Of the declaration that we can declare. Because regardless of how much we watch, how much people know, you know, regardless of that frequency, one has the opportunity, because regardless of what we know, what we watch, guess what? It comes down to what we are choosing to do as a human.
In the now.
Right? Right now.
I hope.
Regardless of what we may have been taught. So, that's why the declaration between that person and them, whoever chooses to do it, you know, that's between that individual. It's not, I'm out of the picture. You know, and this is what it will be, I've been guided to do, to be able to ensure that unconditional love is the foundation of the humanity for the remainder of our days. For the unconditional love, our children, our 7 generations to come, as Aloka had said as well, will thank us for later.
JJ.
So
you ready
if
to...
you're willing to stand for unconditional love, say, I, oh!
Somebody's
not
got to get
alone.
him to
Man,
get everybody.
you don't know
to
how
give him some
relieving
energy
this is.
at the end of this thing, you know? Yeah, of course.
How relieving it is to know that I am no longer alone, that I have divine goddesses like Sister right here sharing her voice, that I have all
Sister
of
right
you
here
willing
sharing
to,
her voice.
regardless of what you may have been taught, willing to shift into that frequency of unconditional love and utilize your voice to activate those around you. It is very relieving. Last year, Sister here, Deborah, met her last year at 3DL at their tent. They had a temple and everything. And she shared a vulnerable moment, you know, again. At that temple, at that altar, I literally cried. On my knees, crying, bawling in relief to know that the family there, the tribe that I met there existed. And to see all of you, all of this tribe here, is talk about double whammy relief. It's like, you know, so it brings me to tears to know that we are all in this together, and there's a lot of us willing to stand on the front line for unconditional love. So I thank you for choosing love. I thank you for choosing this moment to share with this goddess.
I found out that
And we now have an opportunity to experience her frequency. She has been blessed with the art that she has, and now she is willing to have the courage to give it to us all. And we now have the courage to do the same as well. So I invite you all to utilize your talents, your skills, your passions to impact the people. Share that frequency to the people as well. Encourage the people around you to do what they love. You know, beyond money, regardless of what the people may be telling us. You know, regardless of what our dad or mom may told us, go to school for this, go to school for that, make this amount of money, it'll be good for you. I'll tell you what, I had the money, y'all. Own the business, barbecue business, it was great. Yeah, money, yes. Was it my passion? No. I had to make that choice within me to trust in the universe, to trust in source, to trust in myself that I am capable, that I am more than supported doing what I love. So I invite you all to think about what you're doing now. Is it my highest good? Is it for the betterment of humanity? Does it bring me joy when I wake up in the morning to go to work? Yes, I get to go to work. Yay! If this is not the feeling, y'all, we may want to double check. You know, are we slave? Are we the new age slave?
Double mic.
Or are we the new age angel?
I need at least 2 mics.
The new age master. The master who is choosing to allow himself to be duplicated. Allowing our story to be known. Allowing ourselves to be vulnerable with ourselves. So we're all just each other here. Expressing in various forms. And how do we listen to those answers? Meditation. Listening to the source within. Prayer, speaking to the source within. Meditation. Listening to the source within. So the connection, y'all, we can impact the people together. Each and every one of us has a puzzle piece. How will we choose to play it? How will we choose to utilize our puzzle piece? Are we open to connecting with other puzzle pieces? Now, I've been working on this movement for 10 years. But last year it really hit me and said, hey, I don't have to do this alone anymore. I can step back. There's people, you know, there's social media people, there's media people, there's video people. I don't have to do everything. All I've got to do is what my passion is. So I invite you to do what your passion is. Let each other know what your passion is, what your skill is, what you want to do. Allow each other to know, hey, I support you. How may I be of support? How may I be of assistance to you in your journey? How does our puzzle piece collide? Do you need a firekeeper? Yeah, I got one right here. Yeah. You know? Cool. Do I need an artist? Yeah, look, I got them all over here. They're right there. They're expressing themselves. Yay, come on over. We need some murals.